Guys, does this look like a freaking emerald to you? I'm back! I say that like I've been gone a whole year, but in reality, it's only been a week. So, hi everybody! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I am so excited for today's video. In case you missed it, I have been doing a series on my channel. BH Cosmetics has been releasing a gemstone palette every single month that coordinates with that month's birthstone. So this month we are on May. Yes, I'm well aware that May is almost over. However, it takes like 2 freaking weeks for the palette to ship to me. So I only really got it a week ago. So I'm only a week behind, okay? But anyways, so this month we are on May, which means we are on the Emerald Birthstone. Now I've just been really loving this series. I'm just really having fun with it and looking forward to the palettes that BH Cosmetics releases next. Like, you know, the Birthstone, but it's kind of fun. Oof, my voice just cracked. That's how excited I am. Anyways, so you know the Birthstone, but it's just really kind of fun to imagine what kind of palette and color story you're going to be. For instance, when I saw that this month was going to be Emerald, I was picturing like deep greens, light greens, and all the greens there can ever be. And I was disappointed when I saw that it was not what I envisioned. But such is life, am I right? By the way, my dog is just laying in the hallway, full on staring at me with wistful eyes, wanting to play. But the only playing we are going to be doing is with this eyeshadow palette. So the cover looks exactly what I imagined the inside to look like. You got some bright green, you got some dark green. This is what I was hoping for. However, this is what I received. Now, this might be all well and good. It's totally about preference, honestly. But, I don't know. I'm just... Oh, you know, I guess that makes a little bit more sense. I thought this was a brown shade, but now looking at it in the light, it's more of like a khaki green. Like an army kind of green, if you will. But, I don't know. Even still, this color story didn't make a lot of sense to me. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are still really gonna like this palette, because like I said, you got like these more neutral, well, you don't have anything extremely neutral in here. Like, I guess if you're going for a green, grungy, smoky eye sort of look, this will be up your alley. So I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's not really what I wanted. Now, staying in line with the concept of the other palettes, it's just this really tiny travel size palette, and you have 7 shades like always. In this one we have 2 mattes, which are these 2 right here. We have 3, no, just kidding. Well, okay. We have 3, 1, 2, 3. These are very shimmery metallic shades, and then you just have 1 like shimmer metallic. These are more glittery metallics. Does that make sense? And then just like always, you have a pressed glitter in the corner. This is an interesting pressed glitter. It's like an orange and silver. I would have thought like a green pressed glitter for an emerald, but I guess this is what they chose. I mean, to me, this is more like topaz, but whatever, whatever. So, as always, you get a mirror, and the saying on this mirror is, you make them green with envy, Emerald. And then, of course, like always, you have the different traits, the birthstone color, this giant pan that 5 months in, I still don't get. So, you have the name, Emerald, you have total package, restless, okay, hard worker, stubborn, artsy AF, and high spirit. Do you agree with these traits? Let me know. Let's get started on playing with the palette. And by the way, oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry if this is TMI, but does anybody have any good natural deodorant recommendations? I used to wear good old aluminum deodorant, and it was awesome. Literally, how many times am I gonna say that? Literally, one swipe was all I needed, and it would get me through like 2 days. Now I'm wearing aluminum free deodorant, and I kid you not, by like 1 o'clock, I'm like, whew, need to reapply, because it is bad. So I don't know, I just might switch back to aluminum deodorant because I ain't trying to be stinky all the time. So it's just, no, that's a no for me. Okay, so let's get playing with this beautiful palette. I'm going to zoom you on in. I hope that it matches my shirt because I like to coordinate things on this channel. So let's just zoom you on in. By the way, please ignore this patch of red pimplage I have going on my forehead. Somebody saw me today and they're like, oh, what happened to your forehead? I was like, acne. It's acne, Bertha, okay? Anyways, okay, so this, immediately presents a problem for me because I don't have a shade light enough to make my base. A base is not completely necessary for me. I mean, after all, you could get away with just putting on a little bit of primer to smooth out the discoloration. However, I don't know. I usually like a powder anyways to go over the primer just to kind of set the primer, but I'm not wearing primer right now. I usually don't in my eyeshadow videos just because I want to see how the colors perform on their own. But let me know if you'd like me to change that because I've gotten a few comments. Like that seems to be my most popular comment. If I'm like ever complaining about a shadow, they're like, well, did you use primer? I'm like, well, no, I didn't, Cindy, but some of these shadows should be able to perform on their own because I've definitely had it happen before. But if you want to see that, then I have no objections to it and I could totally make it happen. So just let me know. Okay, Cindy, let me know if that's what you want to see. Okay, you don't have to be so obvious about it. You just come out and say it. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, so let's see. I don't even know what I want to do. This is interesting. Okay, I don't know. We're just gonna go for it. I mean, it's makeup. Who the hell cares if it ends up looking a little crazy in the end? Am I right? We're just seeing how the shadows work. Doesn't matter if I create a masterpiece or not. Okay, so let's go in with Restless, which is this dark green shade that I originally thought was brown. Okay, so you do get some kickback, which that's okay. Ooh, good pigmentation. Good pigmentation. Do you see that? I don't know, I'm kind of liking this green. Okay, it's a little bit patchy, but that might have been because I applied it a little bit patchy. But I have to be honest, I'm kind of liking this green. I think I don't really have like a grungy sort of green in my collection. I don't think. So it's interesting. Okay, you definitely get fallout for sure. So just be aware of that. But not a big deal. Honestly, it is a little patchy, but I think that might have been my own doing. So I guess we won't fault BH Cosmetics for that. Okay, so now I'm just blending it out. I can already tell this is going to be very dark look. Okay, it's a little hard to blend around the edges. Not gonna lie. I mean, we're making it work though. Actually, I'm making it work. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting there watching me do all the work. It's like high school all over again with group projects. Like, you ever been the only one to do all the work in a group project because you didn't want to fail? Yeah. Anyways, okay. I got like a little bit of shadow over there. That's not really blending out, I don't think. So we're just going to deal with that. Oh my God. I can't believe the amount of fallout I'm getting. Did I just get myself with a brush? Anyways, I can't believe the amount of fallout I'm getting with this shade. It's unreal. Do you guys like my highlight I'm wearing today? It's called Sweat by Jessica. Okay, I need some concentration to finish this other eye, so I'm going to pause and I will be right back. Alright, so after playing around with this color a little bit more, the verdict is in and it's definitely patchy. Like, definitely patchy, and it's kind of hard to blend, and I I'm not really feeling this on me. I don't know if it's because of like the brown undertones. Like, it's kind of a pretty color. Like, I like that grungy green, but maybe not in the crease. You know what I'm saying? But again, that was like literally the lightest matte shade I had to work with. You only have 2 matte shades to work with, and they're both dark as heck. So you see my dilemma here? Okay, the fallout was actually much better on this eye. I think I have like virtually nothing versus this one. All right, I'll just have to clean that up at the end. Okay, so against my better judgment, I'm gonna take like this sort of brick red shade and put it in the other corner. That's gonna look real good. This shade is just like horribly unflattering on me. But I do it for the tube. But I gotta say, putting an unflattering eyeshadow shade on my lid is the worst thing I do for YouTube. Better than a lot of other people out there who like do the weirdest things. Like, I don't know, man, like, why are you eating a Tide Pod? Why are you setting yourself on fire? Why are you doing these crazy stunts? Like, not me, not me. I'm keeping it safe on this channel. Except with my eye look. Oh God, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, this shade is much better with pigmentation and patchiness. But again, a little hard to blend out. Huh. You guys, does this look like a freaking emerald to you? It does not. It does not. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I don't know. How's the fallout on this one? It's okay. It's not bad. Whoops, I might have put too much on this eyelid. Just, that seems to happen all the time. Okay, so, shoe, it's not, oh man, this is not going well. I have to be honest, I'm looking at the other palettes that I've done. I'm not liking this one. I liked all the other ones so far, but not this one. This one is not shaping up to be my favorite. But alas, we must continue. Okay, let's try to lighten this look up a little bit by adding some of this emerald shade to the lids. Why does it, hold on. Why does it look like somebody already dipped their brush in that emerald shade? I don't know if you can see that. Okay. Getting real heated over here. It's not because of the lights. Okay. Ooh, at least the shimmer is coming through. I gotta say, so far, all their shimmer shades have been coming through in this series. I've been really impressed with those. Like, you don't even need to apply them wet. They just perform. So like, oh my gosh, I swear, if they wanted to sell these, like big giant shades as singles, they could totally do that because it would be worth it. Because they're so freaking pretty. Ooh, I really like this one. God, it's pretty. Yes, queen, come through. Let's see, let's go over to the swatchy side. Like, do you see that? Like, okay, it looks like horribly lackluster. It's like, do you see that? But, oh, it's really pretty. By the way, did I tell you that these palettes are only $9 a piece? Like, only $9. Like, that's incredible. I approve. I approve of it. Once again, this eye is crazy intense. So I do think that, yeah, like, why does that always happen to me? Why? Alright, so I do think that this shade definitely saved the palette. Okay, I almost want to go back into the crease with this dark khaki shade, but I'm worried it's gonna like really ruin the eye look because I just think that would just be too dark and heavy. So we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to go right to our highlight shade, which is this Total Package shade. This is really pretty. It's like a champagne color with like flecks of pink, maybe green, though it's hard to tell. But it's pretty. So just gonna put that below the brow bone. Like so. Ooh, that is really glittery. I'm not sure that is meant to be a highlight shade. But you know what? We really need to lighten this look up a little bit. Holy smokes. That is glittery. Holy smokes. Do you see that? Do you see that? I don't know if you could like see the glitters on this, but dang, girl. That is great though. That is great. I like me a good like glittery, shimmery shade. Not complaining. Just slightly surprised. So yeah, it definitely looks like there might be some green glitters in this. Like subtle green, not like crazy in your face green, but they're there. Oh man, that is like a wet kind of glitter. That is like a wet kind of shimmer. Couldn't talk there. Do you see that? Oh my god. Wow. Bam. Like I tell you, if you don't mind a glittery highlight, like you could totally go for this and this would be very eye-catching. It's a little heavier than what I care to do, but like it's gorgeous. I'm telling you, BH Cosmetics knows what they're doing when it comes to their shimmers. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's a little bit better, not gonna lie. All right, so now let's just pop that in the inner corner. Inner corner. And now I'm going to take this green shade, also a shimmer called Artsy AF, and I'm going to put that in the waterline. Ooh, shade's a little kind of powdery. And just like with that champagne shade that I used on the brow bone, this one is very glittery, very shimmery. Like, you see what I mean though? Like how these two glittery shades are different from this one, because it definitely packs more of a glitter than a shimmer. Very gorgeous though. Okay, see, now the emerald is starting to come through. I'm seeing the emerald come alive. Okay. That's a little bit better. So as you can see, you just get a Xander, I am trying to film here, do you mind? So as you can see, you just get a very heavy, grungy sort of eye look with this palette. And I don't see a way of really toning that down without reaching into another palette. Just because the only light shade in this entire palette is an extreme shimmery glittery shade, so I don't really see this palette working fully on its own unless you're into this kind of like grungy sort of look. I am really not so much into it, and that's saying a lot because I do love me a good smoky eye, but I think this is just like a little bit too heavy for me. Though I probably could have toned it down a little bit, probably could have gone a little bit more light-handed, but still you get the idea. So let's go to my favorite part. Not really, because this is a part where, well, okay, I don't always ruin my makeup at this point, but sometimes I do. And that is going in with this pressed glitter shade. And oh, shoot. Oh, no. The brush that I use to pack on my shimmers is dirty because it fell on the floor. Let me see if I have something else. So tell me that how in like all these brushes that I have laying around, I couldn't find another thing that would really work. Okay, that's crazy. So let's take High Spirit, Charisma Spirits. What am I'm like literally tapping off the brush and there's nothing on it. So let's take High Spirit with this really large brush and pack it onto the lid. So I don't really like BH Cosmetics pressed glitter. But then I got to thinking about it, and I think that's because I'm expecting them to wear as more of a topper, whereas I think they could probably perform like just on their own. You know what I'm saying? So let's give it a go. In the center of the lid, because it's like, the thing I don't like about them is they don't budge, which can be good, sure. I mean, that's what you want. You want your pressed glitter to stick to your eyelid without falling all over your face, but not when you're applying it, you know? I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to blend it a little bit. Ooh, but it is a really pretty pressed glitter. I'm just going to extend that to the end because, I don't know. Because I can, I guess. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I mean, they do have really pretty and unique pressed glitter shades. I will give them that. Actually, maybe this stiff brush is exactly what I needed for the glitters. It's actually letting me like spread it out on the lid. Okay, can you see that? I always ask that and I'm never sure if you can. Let me zoom in even more. Let's zoom it out. Ooh. See, that's pretty. Okay. Ugh. Ooh, I thought I was going to sneeze and then I didn't. Okay, so that brush is staying in the canister with me because I actually like it for pressed glitters. Like, see? Look what happens when you branch out and try something new. Things work out for the best. Okay, so there's the eye look. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'm on the fence. I do think that this palette has some really pretty shades in it. Like, I really like this green shade. This is pretty. This is pretty. This is pretty. Even that's pretty. Okay, they're all pretty, but I just don't like them together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just too much. It's too dark. It just doesn't work. You know? And this is not what I picture when I think of an emerald. You know? Like, I feel like this color story is just all over the place. You have ruby in here. You have whatever this is supposed to be. You have topaz. I guess you have some emerald and peridot, but there's just nothing really cohesive about this palette, I guess. I don't know, so I'm not the hugest fan of it. Some of the darker shades were a little harder to blend. They did have some fallout, but I mean, there's such deep shades that, you know, I'm also kind of like not surprised that they had fallout. So, I don't know, this honestly probably is my least favorite palette in the series so far. I really found myself enjoying Diamond, although I had a moment where it was starting to go downhill. And I really found myself enjoying, I think, Aquamarine and Garnet. I mean, so pretty much all of them. This one just doesn't get my motor revving, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, for $9, the shades are pretty worth it. I think it does have some really nice fun colors in it. I'm just going to be pulling in other palettes when I use this, which isn't a huge deal. So if you're willing to do that, then yes, I definitely think this is worth the $9. But if you're like, no, I just want one and done palette, I'm a natural makeup kind of girl, then this is not for you. Although, look at this eye, because this eye is a little bit better than this one. This one, for some reason, always ends up like way darker and more out of control. I don't know why. Like, it's because I'm applying it with my right hand and I'm left-handed, so I have less control over the shadows. I'm not sure, but that is what happens to me. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and be sure to check out the other videos I did in this series. You don't want to miss it. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. Wink, wink. I don't know if I did that right. And be sure to watch the June Gemstones video. What was I even going to say? What was I even trying to say? And be sure to watch the June Gemstones video because you definitely don't want to miss it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If that's a hint enough for you, I don't know what it is, but you're going to want to tune into it. Just trust me. You're gonna want to tune into it. Alright, there you have it. There's today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And go ahead and be free and live the rest of your night. Get off YouTube, eat your veggies, get some rest, and I will see you next time. Bye!